Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today, beautiful dish, our roasted mushroom with sage and polenta. Really easy to do. Let's get on with it. Okay, right, first thing I've got is some mushrooms, button mushrooms, about 500 grams, and I've quartered those up just like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those in the microwave for about 3 to 4 minutes. It's just going to accelerate the cooking of those mushrooms. It's probably one of the only times I use a microwave. Alright, here I've got a oven-proof saucepan or fry pan, and I'm going to add in just a little bit of olive oil, just a little bit like that, and I'm going to add in 1 sliced red onion, finely sliced, just like that, and we're going to wilt that down a little bit, get a little bit of colour on it, just to accelerate the cooking process. Alright, so when you start to wilt, we're going to add in all those mushrooms, and look at all that juice and all that steam coming off those mushrooms. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, so we're going to get on with our next step. Pretty basic, this recipe, but I'll tell you what, it is absolutely worth cooking and does not cost a fortune to make. Right, really simple and absolutely vegetarian. Here I've got half a punnet of sage leaves. I've plucked those off the little stalks, and here I've got a packet of just baby spinach leaves. Okay, just all bought from your local supermarket. Alright, so in goes all of that, some freshly ground black pepper, just like that. Give that a nice what for. Really simple. And I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. Alright, a good quality one. Right, just sprinkle that over the top, just like that. My oven's sitting at 180 degrees already, so we're getting ready to get on with the easy part and now the hard part. Right, those mushrooms have gone into the oven, 180 degrees. We're going to leave those for around about an hour or so. 4 cups of chicken stock, 1 litre, that goes in, and I've got 1 cup of polenta. And what we want to do is just give that a nice little sprinkle in, nice and slow, while we whisk. Alright, so we're going to make sure we don't end up with clumps. Just going to make sure we sprinkle that in and whisk that around and keep a nice even beat to that. Alright, now with my MS, using my left hand to pour in the polenta, was that a good idea or not? I don't have as much control, but look, we get there in the end. Right, so we just keep sprinkling that in, keep stirring that through. We're going to bring that up to a really nice simmer, and when it starts to thicken, which will be any second now, it'll just start to thicken up like a little bit of a porridge. You can see they're making waves in that polenta. Right, I'm going to remove that whisk. I'm going to turn the heat right down to very low, put the lid on, and we can walk away for a little bit. And every 5 minutes we're going to come back, just like I'm doing right there, and whisk again. We're going to give that another little bit of a stir through. Alright, now we're going to continue doing this for half an hour, 30 minutes. Right, so give it a stir, put the lid on, leave it for 5, come back, and we can give it a bit of a stir. And I've now gone to the wooden spoon. It's going to make sure we end up with a nice even mixture of our polenta and our stock. Alright, so as I said, just going to make sure we keep it on nice and low. Every 5 minutes, come back, give it a stir, and as we're getting sort of towards the end, I want this to be a little bit more creamy, a little bit more rich. You can see that polenta is starting to come together. I'm going to add in around about 30 grams worth of butter, and yes, I use real butter, not that manufactured stuff. That stuff is terrible. Stir that butter through your polenta mix, just like we're doing right there. Yum. Now, in the meantime, I've got a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Now, I'm going to use probably around about 1/3 of a cup I'm going to make it nice and cheesy. And it's freshly grated, of course, so I grate it, put it in a little container, and that sits in the fridge, and when I need it, I can just grab it and go. Give that all a bit of a stir, just like that. And nothing is better than a cheesy polenta. Alright, put the lid back on. Let's let that sit for around about 5 to 10 minutes. Right, on the side, which we're about to do right now. Well, you can see I've got my little trivet out, and that can just sit there and it will just do something magical. No one knows what, but everything just comes together. Alright, here I've got my mushrooms and onion. They've been working away in the oven. I'm going to lay down some of my sage, or all of my sage, half a punnet of sage leaves. They go in just like that, right? And the flavour already and the smell, just the aromas in the KP's Kingdom kitchen is just amazing at the moment. And I'm going to add in my baby spinach leaves. Right, put all of that on top, just like that. Very, very simple. No mucking about. You buy this, it's already washed, it's all ready to go. Make sure you use an oven mitt. The handles on this thing are going to be screaming hot. I'm going to put the lid back on, and I'm going to put this back in the oven for around about 5 to 10 minutes. Let's serve up. Right. In goes, or down goes, our polenta. Look at that. It's just like a beautiful whipped potato, but more corny. Alright, put that down just like that. Oh. And if you haven't had polenta before or tried making polenta before, it's not that hard and it tastes amazing. We're just going to flavour that up with some beautiful baby spinach leaves that we've cooked in all that mushroom and onion juice and balsamic vinegar. Okay, lay that down. Really nice and easy. And all we have to do now is add in our little bits of protein, our mushrooms and onion, and that beautiful balsamic sauce that we've created. Now, how easy was that to do? And it's really, really inexpensive to make. You make a restaurant quality meal just like this for only a few bucks. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. And if you like this video, hit that like button. Please hit that like button. It helps the algorithm, helps us grow the channel a little bit. Don't forget to hit that notifications bell so you'll be notified every time a new video goes up, and share this video with all your friends on all platforms and social media. Please leave a comment. I love reading and I love responding to them. More importantly, you want to learn how to make a restaurant quality meal on a shoestring budget just like this one? Well, you need to come and join the family, my family. Hit the subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I'm just going to top that off with a little bit of ricotta cheese just for extra cheesiness. Anyway, I will catch you next time. Bye.